guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video, we will be playing with Alien from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I had to have this palette the second that I saw it. It is very cool tone, very grungy kind of feel to it. I think it is absolutely beautiful. You get 18 different shades in here. It does retail for $52 and it is vegan and cruelty free. It's a nice mixture of very vibrant mattes. You do have a couple neutrals. There's also some really cool metallics in here, which is really nice undertones to them. I definitely needed to play with both of these today. As far as the packaging goes, I actually don't think that this palette is too large. I know that has been a very big complaint about it, but here's my hand just for size reference. It does flip from the top, not from the side. A lot of people have tried to pull it in this direction. This just flips backwards and has a mirror on the other side. Sorry, mine is probably very smudgy because I've been using it. And then you can just rest it on your vanity or your desk or wherever you're getting ready, and it does just sit completely flat. As you can see, it does have these cool 3D eyes as well. This I would definitely put on top of my other palettes rather than trying to put a bunch of weight on here, but it does seem very sturdy. I will be including some timestamps below just in case you guys came here for anything in particular. First thing I'm going to start with is the swatches of this palette, and then we will move into the tutorial and then later on the liquid lipsticks. Starting with the top row, we have Pluto, which is a great underbrow inner corner. Then we have Titan, which really didn't like to swatch. Some of the mattes in here didn't do so great with swatching. I did prep my arm with some Tarte Shape Tape and loose setting powder. Alien is next. Then Interstellar. Moving on to the second row, we have Abduction, another one that didn't really like to be swatched. UFO, Gravity, Martian Soil, which I absolutely love, Flying Saucer starting out the third row, Phone Home, Moon Rock, X-Files. I got a little messy with that one. I was determined to get these all in one take. Ghost OG is next. Area 51. And Space Cowboy. Probe. Gorgeous. Tall Gray. And Black Hole. All 18 shades from the Alien palette. Alright guys, now that I have you all zoomed in, let's go ahead and play with this palette. I don't know exactly what I'm going for today, but I do know the shades that I gravitated towards the first time I saw this palette. I definitely want to get Martian Soil on my lids as well as Probe. I do just want to tell you guys I did already prep my lids. I used a little bit of Tarte Shape Tape and then a little bit of translucent setting powder. And I think I'm going to do something a little different than what I usually do. I think what I want to do is go in first with a darker color, and then I'm going to go ahead and work towards the lightest. So Flying Saucer is the first one I want to use. I'm taking this on an angled brush. It is a Sigma, let's see, Sigma E70. I just took that up almost like a liner. And then I'm going to go towards my crease and I'm just stamping it on. The shade is very pigmented. And I'm just turning that brush over and stamping it onto my lid. I think I'm gonna do like a halo cut crease kind of situation today. I'm not too worried about what's going on down here. because I am going to clean it up at the end. And right now I'm just making sure this is even before I start blending it. Same angled brush, and I'm just gonna start blending this outwards. Next, I'm gonna take Martian Soil and I'm gonna take that on to this area and then just kind of blend it upwards. Sigma E25 blending brush. And I'm starting small because I saw on another tutorial that this shade was very pigmented. I'm just slowly bringing that over so you could get that sort of fade that I did on this eye. I'm just adding a little bit more of Flying Saucer back, or that aqua shade, just where it got a little bit lost. Next, I'm going to take a little bit of Pluto and I'm going to put it underneath my brow bone. Sigma E30. Next, I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease using some Tarte Shape Tape again. And while it's still wet, I'm gonna take Moon Rock, which is like a deep gold kind of color. Next, I'm gonna use a little bit more of this Flying Saucer, and I'm gonna put that on my inner corner to serve as a base for Probe. All right, next I'm gonna go in with Probe. That's one of the colors too that I just knew I had to try out. Same thing on the inner, and I am just using my pinky. I think the turquoise just gives it a little bit extra dimension underneath. Next, I'm going to take that pencil brush a little bit and I'm just going to bring up Probe a tiny bit more and merge it in with this Flying Saucer. Next, I'm going to go ahead and use UFO, which is the brighter gold, just in the center of my lid. This one is looking a little bit brighter than this one, and I just want a little bit more of a pop. Now that we have the main portion of the eyes complete, I'm going to go ahead and do my lashes and liner off camera. I'm also going to go ahead and finish off the rest of my makeup before coming back and doing the lower lash line. I think also while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and curl my hair because I have been loving the dry bar wand. To finish off my lower lash line, I'm going to use a Flying Saucer, blend it out with Martian Soil, and then I'm going to do just a little pop in the center, just basically repeating what I did on the top of the eye. This is an E15 flat definer brush from Sigma. I want to see how awkward it would be to hold this palette. It's a little bit awkward. Again, I don't generally do my makeup up close like this. Just taking a fluffy brush, I'm going to take Martian Soil all along the bottom part. I'm taking this a little bit lower. I'm just adding a little bit more of the turquoise on top or flying saucer where it got a little lost. Wet, I'm going to use UFO, that gold topper I did, and I'm just going to use that in the center. To keep this nice and light in the center, I'm going to use this from Marc Jacobs. It's one of the highliners, and it is in the shade In the Buff. This is one of those ones I was talking about before in another video. You really have to work it onto the back of your hand to warm it up, because otherwise it will not show up. I really wish I had like a cool turquoise liner for this part, but I don't, so I'm just using black for the rest of my inner rim. A little bottom lash mascara, I'm going to use Milk Kush mascara. For the inner corner, I'm going to use the shade Pluto, and I'm going to try it without wetting it first. Well, there we go, that's a lot easier. Lastly, I'm just going to set with this from Tatcha. It's the Luminous Dewy Skin Mist, and I have been obsessed with this. I like the way these eyes turned out. I think they look really cool. But moving on, I want to talk about the holiday collection Velour liquid lipsticks. I have all 8 of them here, and I'm going to do live swatches. I'm probably going to be regretting it. Removing liquid lipstick is not the easiest, especially removing Jeffree Star's formula. They tend to be pretty pigmented and very long wearing, which is great in the long run, but for swatching and removing, it's probably going to be looking a little red and raw up in here. One gripe that I do have is about the packaging. It has this beautiful multi-dimensional glitter all over it, but it really inhibits you from seeing what the color is inside. For instance, this color is a hot pink, and it looks almost coral inside the bottle here with that glitter covering it. If you are someone who keeps their lipsticks in like a large drawer or something like that, it would be kind of hard to see which one you're picking up. I do have something that rotates and spins, and I can see from the name, but if you do have all of your makeup out in one place, it would be kind of hard to tell. Moving on, that is my only little gripe about the packaging. I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in for these swatches, and then I will be back for my final thoughts on everything. Okay guys, here is the completed look and then my final thoughts. I love this palette. I thought it was absolutely gorgeous. I think it was very intuitive, like I knew exactly which shade to put down next. It didn't take me too long to figure out. I think the mattes all blended out very well together. The only one that I had just a little bit of an issue with was that one shimmer shade that I went to put down first. It just wasn't bright enough and it was a little bit more bright on this eye. Could have been something I did, like I could have had more concealer on one eye versus the other. But overall, I thought it was a fantastic palette and I look forward to playing with it more. As far as the liquid lipsticks go, I always love his formula. I think that they're absolutely stunning and there's such a wide variety of shades. This darker blue one here, the You're Still on My Property, I definitely had to build up a couple times. This one as well, Karma. I really enjoy this shade though. I think it's absolutely beautiful. It's like a really cool safari green and I can definitely see myself wearing this one more. The other liquid lipstick that I felt like I had to work with a little bit more was Clout. This one needed 2 or 3 coats. This was that really cool silvery purple shade. It got a little bit translucent right in the center of my lip, but also that could have been all the makeup remover I've been using. All of these shades though I thought were really gorgeous. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead and let me know below if you picked up the Alien palette or any of these liquid lipsticks. Please give this video a like, please subscribe, hit the bell if you enjoyed watching me. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you and I will see you soon.